few boys in there? 2 boys? 3 boys? Wow. Look at that. We're going to talk about something today that I heard, I think Rudy mentioned and several people. We're going to talk about being afraid of something. Let's see. How many people are afraid of this?
Oh, really? I hate it.
How many people are afraid of this? I made that, so it's kind of cockeyed. Okay. And you know what? Even famous people are afraid. You know that? You think they wouldn't because they have a lot of money and they can buy anything they want. Security guards and all kinds of things to help them, right? A big car with metal all around it, right? They wouldn't be scared.
Watch dogs?
Yeah, watch dogs, you know. I know y'all don't know John Madden, but some of y'all know John Madden. John Madden has a fear of flying in an airplane. He never flies. I didn't know that. Johnny Depp has a fear of clowns. He's scared of clowns. I'm scared of clowns. It says Liam Neeson is afraid of heights. He's afraid to get up and he gets real scared and starts to cry when he gets real high. He's scared. And also Nicole Kidman is scared of any kind of bug. She just screams and screams almost until she faints. I didn't know that. See, they're rich and they have all this money and they're scared of stuff. But you know what? We can be okay because you know what? Jesus is with us in times of fear. You know that? Do you know that some people are even afraid of the dark? I know some grown-ups that are afraid of the dark. Right? And it says here, Behold, God is my salvation. I will trust and not be afraid. That's Luke 21:5-19. And for the Lord Jehovah, my strength and my song, he also has become my salvation. That's Isaiah 12:2. It's in the Bible that we can be afraid, but you know what? God's going to be there with us, right? We don't have to be afraid of, well, we might kind of be afraid of this because we don't want to get bit. But we don't have to be afraid of the dark, right? You're afraid of the dark. You don't have to be afraid of the dark. Because why? Because God, Jesus is there with you, right? Jesus, you're not afraid. That's good. You're a big girl. Okay. Okay, it says on here, one day Jesus was with his disciples in the temple. The disciples were commenting on how beautiful the temple was. When Jesus began to tell them about some things that were going to happen, some bad things, he told them that the temple would one day be destroyed. And there would be wars and earthquakes and people starving. He also told them that they were going to be hated and persecuted and even thrown into prison for following Jesus. And since those are some pretty scary things, aren't they? But it would be understandable for the disciples to be afraid. But Jesus told them, do not be afraid. He promised that he would be with them and not a hair on their heads would be harmed if they trust in him. Right? Jesus has also promised to help us when we're afraid. Every one of us is afraid of something. And fear can be a good thing, but we should not let our fears keep us from enjoying the life that Jesus has given us. After all, he has promised to help us when we are afraid, right? Yeah. So who's not going to be afraid anymore? I'm not going to be afraid because, you know, why would I not be afraid? Because God is with me, right?
I'm not afraid.
You're not afraid, and even in the dark, God is with us, right?
Okay. I'm not afraid.
You're not scared? Okay. Okay, let's say our prayer together. I want y'all to repeat after me. Dear Jesus, we put our faith and trust in your promise to be with us when we are afraid. Amen.
Amen.
Yay!